And his name is John C.
Hi, can you hear me okay?
Hello. Yes.
How are you?
Not too shabby.
And what's your name?
My name is Joe Wilson, or AKA Joe Wilson. Yeah,
Very nice.
it's my new persona. I know I kind of got this new persona when I started speaking English, so you can call me Joe Wilson. And I'm
No
from
problem. Cool. And where are you living right now?
Brazil.
Beautiful. I would love to
Yeah.
visit Brazil one day. I've heard
Really?
amazing things.
So, which part of Brazil are you interested in visiting?
I think it's important to visit the different regions to see the different
Yeah.
culture and tradition and, food. The food is very different from the Northeast to the South. So I need to try all of it. I can't just go to one city. It's not enough.
Definitely, for sure. You are really familiar with the Brazilian heterogeneity.
I think it's important in Canada, where I'm from. We really don't learn a lot about other countries, so that's why I love traveling and speaking to new people, because I think it's important to learn more about other countries and cultures and festivals, not just your own country. So yeah, that's why I'm so curious.
Yes, totally, totally. Have you ever visited South America before?
No, Mexico was the furthest south I've been,
Oh,
or
okay,
maybe
got you.
Cuba.
Cuba.
Yeah, I've been to a lot of the islands, more considered Central America, like Puerto Rico, St. Thomas, Jamaica, Cuba, Mexico.
I have,
Mm,
I have a question.
okay, I have an answer.
Yeah. So since you visited Cuba, how was your experience in visiting a communist country with, you know, we heard here that people, the locals, unfortunately, they don't have too much freedom, so which is a disgrace. So, in your tourist vision, so what was your experience in there? What can you tell me?
I think if you're just visiting a country as a tourist, you don't really experience their government the same way as if you were actually living there. So I really didn't get a good feeling for what living in a communist country would be like, because from a tourist perspective, it wasn't very noticeable that it was a different government style.
Okay, I gotcha. But could you see this poverty around, like people living in a really bad condition and stuff like that?
You can definitely see poverty, but I have seen poverty in a lot of other countries that didn't have the same government style. So
Yeah.
it's hard to tell what is the root problem, what is causing this in the country, because you could have like a democratic government and still have poverty. So it's, but I do
Welcome to Brazil.
exactly. So I do think communism in general, it wouldn't be my choice for people to live that way. But, I never grew up in a communist country, so I really don't know too much about what it would feel like to grow up in it.
Gotcha. Yeah. Thank you for providing me your perspective about it. I really enjoy it.
And what are you doing now? Are you going for a run?
I actually did my cardio like 25 minutes ago. I was at the gym before started here and talking to ya. Right now, I am actually enjoying my lunch break, so to speak, because
Mm.
right there, it is
Oh,
my office.
nice.
Yeah, and kind of we here in Brazil, like the regular jobs,
Mm.
we had 2 hours of this break so that you can enjoy your lunch or other things. So I kind of take advantage of this time to go in the gym and practice my English here on Cambly. So for me, it is good, awesome. But I've heard that in other countries, you guys like have 15 minutes
Yeah.
to have a lunch or stuff like that.
That's common. That's good. 2 hours. I think that's a good amount of time because
Oh yeah,
you're
for sure.
supposed to have time to eat your food, digest your food,
Take a
take a
nap.
break. Mm, yeah, that's really
Yeah.
important. But
Yeah.
when I've worked at other companies, maybe an hour for lunch at most, maybe half an hour.
Half an hour.
Mm, yeah, maybe 1 hour, but not everywhere. A lot of my breaks were only 15 minutes to
Yeah.
eat lunch at other workplaces.
Go 15 minutes not enough because, for
No.
example, if I bring my food to my office and I put in the refrigerator, I would spend at least 5 minutes to heat up my food. So, that's so crazy. Like to
Yeah.
think about short amounts of time.
You're right. And if you work as, like, I used to be a bartender, and whenever I bartended, we didn't get breaks. So even if I was working 8 or 10 hour shifts, which weren't common, but sometimes if it was busy, I didn't get a lunch break or a dinner break. I would just, go behind the bar, eat a bite of food,
Oh
and then
my
go
God.
back to work. And I did that for like 6 or 7 years. That was my approach to eating lunches and dinners.
Well, it is interesting you say that because the other day I was reading an article that in America, in United States to be specific, people are like leaving their job because of the lack of good conditions.
Good.
So you are kind of seeing a lot of job opportunities, but
Mm.
you cannot find people to work, with those jobs because one of the reasons that I read was like the lack of good job conditions. Like,
Yeah.
if, for example, the situation that you went through.
Yeah, you're right. And I think especially like our generation, the younger generation is refusing to work at a workplace that doesn't provide, safety or
Yeah,
like a good balance, reasonable expectations. If you are, maybe you need 3 employees to complete a job, but you only hire one and you expect them to work longer, work harder to
hmm
make up for the other 2 people missing
yeah,
on that task. People are saying enough. You can't have low staff and expect the same result in the workplace. So I think it's actually a really good thing that people are refusing to work in certain, environments, or maybe they're not getting enough money for all the work they're doing. And yeah, it's a really good thing that they're saying, no, this doesn't work for me. Offer me a job that's worth my time, and then I'll consider it. So the
yeah.
power is in the employee. And that's the first time in a long time where the employee has the power and not the employer.
It has to be like a win-win situation, you
Yes.
know.
Yes.
And yeah, here in Brazil, we kind of have a lot of laws that regulates the job here. So yeah, it kind of and ends up like forcing the employers to
Mm.
to offer good conditions to the employees. But I mean, it's not like that. It's a paradise for people working here. It is not, but
Mm,
yeah,
yeah.
at least we can kind of have this law to protect us.
Yeah, very important. And you're right. Your job will never be paradise, but there are things that can be provided to make it a little bit easier, like a good lunch break. You don't think it's that important, but it is. Or
Yes.
maybe enough employees, like just very simple things to create a healthier work environment.
Yes, exactly. Totally agree with you.
And how much longer do you have for your shift today? How much longer are you staying at the office?
Well, my regular schedule here, it is like I start working at 8
Hmm.
and I leave at 6 p.m. So
Okay.
8 hours like working with these 2 hours of break. So yes.
Yeah, I think that's a really good work-life balance. That's a good shift. That's a good length of time. Are you happy with your job? Do you enjoy it?
Yeah, I've been working here in this company since 2007. So it has been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it is the same team, like the same co-workers that I started in 2007. So yeah, we get along well, definitely. Yeah.
Good. It's really nice when you have coworkers who are also your friends.
Yeah, kind of have this friendship relationship.
Yeah. Do you ever see them outside the office on weekends?
Mm, sometimes not that much because they kind of live in a distant neighborhood. So we don't live close to like to hang out. But for example, when we have like social events like a wedding and stuff like that, yeah, we can like have people together just to celebrate it. So yeah.
Yeah, cool. And what did you do this last weekend? Did you do anything, or was it kind of a good time to relax for you?
It was a relaxing weekend because I'm following actually a strict diet, so I'm kind of avoid, hang up with my friends because I know that I am gonna go crazy with the beer and the food. So I'm kind of, at this moment in a low profile, try
Yeah.
to get in a good shape. But yeah, after that, I can like give myself a break to enjoy like those things, food, alcohol, and stuff like that. Um,
Do you have any other questions for me? Anything you'd like to ask before our lessons finish?
I think I didn't ask your city in Canada.
Ah, yeah. So my hometown is Niagara Falls. It's near
Really?
Toronto, but I recently moved about 2 months ago, and now I live in the French-speaking part of Canada. So the province is called Quebec, and the city is La Malbaie. So it's just a very tiny city in the mountains. I can show you my window. It snowed yesterday, so it's kind of pretty.
Yeah. Oh, amazing! It's amazing.
So it's safe inside, but I don't go outside often. It's too cold. But thank you so
can
much for
tell.
calling me. It was nice meeting you.
I'll schedule another conversation with you so that you can like show me your landscape again. The beautiful
See you.
view.
Bye.
Thank you.
See you.
Bye bye.